All right, welcome to Money Never Sleeps. This is a show where we talk about everything and anything that impacts the flow of money from around the corner to around the world. And it's been a crazy week so far. Everything going a little out of control. Okay, for many years you had shorts coming in and basically, suppressing stocks. They figure, that maybe the company's overvalued, so you're allowed to go short it. And in some cases, the shorts they got a little creative in their efforts. And basically the tables kind of turned yesterday, over the past couple of days anyway. Um, you had companies like Gamestop, AMC, Virgin Galactic, iRobot, Bed Bath and Beyond. What else? National Beverage, Ligand Pharma. All these companies they were suppressed. Their short interest is ridiculous. Okay, anywhere from 50 to 75% short interest on GameStop is 250 something percent short interest, and then you have Ligard, which is 106% short interest. What wound up happening? Okay, you had a movement of sorts. Okay, where you had people posting on Reddit and gathering together and going in and basically buying these stocks and pushing them up 10, 15, 20, 30, 50%, in a matter of hours. And what wound up happening here, it becomes very interesting because look, you have laws in place. Okay, granted, anyone can go and buy anything and do certain things as long as you're not touting and promoting. See, that's the thing with Reddit. You got to kind of look at that. You had people that went and they got into a lot of trouble, touting cryptocurrency, touting penny stocks. And if they profited from it, it became a problem. See, here it's somewhat it's the same but different. You look at the penny stock world. You have stock promoters all over the place. A lot of things transpire. A lot of people go to jail. Things happen. Okay. In this instance, yesterday, what wound up happening, you had individual investors going out and I guess they just got tired of things. Maybe someone that one of the powers that be got involved and kind of pushed the envelope a little bit. Yet some people posting and tweeting things out, prominent people tweeting things out, basically, starting the ball rolling. The problem with that is that it borderline stock promotion, potentially in the eyes of the law, right? You're promoting, you're pushing for something to happen. Um, I don't know. I mean, is it any different than what the short sellers have been doing for years? I'm not the judge and jury on this, but I'm just looking at what is happening right in front of our eyes. Um, if this was any other situation, the SEC would be knocking on doors pretty quickly. Because these are individual investors. It's just different, I guess, until I'm sure this is going to spark some sort of investigation. I'm sure that you have the people that bought these stocks. You had prominent people that bought these stocks, maybe 6 months ago, and they made large investments in all these companies. And now you had, I forget who it was that they made a $12 million investment in one of these companies. I think it may have been GameStop, $12 million investment, which is now worth a half a billion. Okay, in a matter of what, a day or two. So I'm sure they're going to look at it and they're going to see what's going on. I mean, there are regulations in place. Um, I mean, this pushed a short squeeze. Okay, and there was a company, Melvin Capital. Okay, a firm, a short seller. They went in, they hit a wall. They hit a wall, and then Stephen Cohen and Ken Griffin, they had to go bail the guy out. What, $2.89 billion just to keep his firm alive. And Stephen Cohen just bought the Mets, so does he have that money to push around. Yeah, I guess he'll forego a couple of Picassos, right? And he'll get it done. But the bottom line is that there's a big, I mean, you have individual investors, you have institutions, you have professional short sellers. The difference between the two is the capital reserves. You may be able to do a thing for a day or two. Okay, if the short sellers can survive, what's going to wind up happening is that temporary short squeeze could potentially be a larger squeeze or larger profit margins for the short seller, because if they can wait it out, they're shorting. They can go short on the way up and then just kind of hold everything there. There's so many different scenarios that can happen. All I know is that to deal with a situation this large, it's going to take a lot more than a whole herd of individual investors going in. And even if they put 1 million, 2 million, 10 million each, or whatever the case may be, you have these institutions that have access to capital. Your capital reserves is what allows you to sustain and keep going. So is this rise up in GameStop going to last? I don't think so. You have to look at the fundamentals of these companies too. Whether it be Virgin Galactic, GameStop, what was the other one? iRobot, National Beverage, Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond has been hitting the wall for I don't know how long. I used to trade that way back when, all right, when it was tradable. But the bottom line is that when you look at these situations, look at the fundamentals. If you are an individual investor, don't be one of those people that jump on board. You're on the bandwagon, you're going, and you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get burnt. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. If you're riding this wave and you don't know what's going on, you're going to get spanked, and you don't want that to happen. Be smart. Be smart. Okay, if you got in there at some point, yeah, take your profits, take the money off the table, go on to something a little more stable. I think, let the buyer beware, I guess. But if you have your advisors out there, you have your broker dealers out there, they have to be warning people that, hey, you got to take it easy, because you can easily go into a GameStop right now that's at whatever amount, and you go all in, you think you're going to go higher, then all of a sudden, boom, the shorts come in again, boom, and you're down 50%, and then you're out of the game. Especially if you're doing it on a margin. Ooh, that's dangerous. Now, what's happening with the people that are selling options and things of that nature? That's another scenario. Because you get called on something. Ooh, well, how are you going to go and do it if you don't have the capital reserves to do it? So, slippery slope here. I would say be careful, be vigilant, look at the fundamentals of these companies. Please do yourself that favor, because if you don't do that, it's going to come back at you in the most horrendous way. All right. And these, again, my opinions, my view, what's going to happen. If I had to take a guess, I'm assuming that the SEC is going to, launch an investigation, see what's going on. I'm going to assume that they're going to look into Reddit and see how this happened and trace things back. You had stock promotion sites that used to be really hot back in the day, when they were promoting and pushing all these penny stocks, these little companies. And even today, you have I think I think Tether, or whatever that messenger, that platform's about, they're doing it there as well. And they're utilizing these tools to go and reach the people and put together situations, and basically, think that you're smarter than the average bear. You're doing things on a micro level. That's one thing. You go and you're playing with the big boys, you're going in another sandbox. So the institutions play a little differently. I know that people made money. you know Institutions, individuals, they made money off the trade. That's okay. Don't get stuck in a trade. Don't get stuck in it. If you're looking at it as an investment for the long haul, you're in the wrong game. Okay, things like this can be potentially dangerous. Anyway, just wanted to go and lay that out there for you guys, because I think it's important. I hear a lot of chatter on everywhere about what's going on, and the bottom line is, when I hear someone that is supposed to be such a, I don't know, so looked up to by the investment community, promoting or actually just saying that, hey, this is okay. But if the roles reverse and it was a short situation, it wouldn't be okay, because at that point you wind up suppressing the stock. So where's the line drawn? How are the investors being protected? Anyway, again, be vigilant, be aware, look at the fundamentals, be smart. Period. The end. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back with you for the next episode of Money Never Sleeps.